Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and should we see what's going on our lovely little island of Fawnhollow today, where I've just got one song stuck in my head, and it goes Rollin, 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 Rollin. You might ask why I got that song stuck in my head. It's like a K-pop song, which has apparently had some crazy revival recently or something. So crazy that even I have now heard of it. Rolling, Rolling by Brave Girls. It was a song released back in like 2017 or something, and now it's gained recent popularity for some reason, and I don't know. It's incredibly catchy, so I can see why. But I suppose most pop songs are, now I think about it. But anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 4:43 PM on Thursday, March 18th, 2021. Nothing to really speak of today. Yeah, we're crossword puzzle, finally figured it out. Nice. Good stuff, Isabel. Yeah, what have I been up to today? I didn't really do programming, but I'm doing more like Excel learning, I suppose. Yes, that's right, Microsoft Excel. You know, it's I suppose it's quite an important tool, I suppose, in the whole data science community circle. I don't really know. Anyway, that's not very important. We've got Noble Honeybee with something from Amelia. To my busy bee, to my busy bee dear, taking time to wash away the day's stress is so rejuvenating, don't you think? And you, my dear, are always working so hard. So I thought this might help you unwind. I do hope you find it refreshing. Thank you, Amelia. Can you believe it's been a year since we started this adventure with Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package? This course was a celebratory gift. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Yes. Oh, this was Nook. Whoops. Well, I didn't do that in Nook's voice, but who cares? A time has passed. And what was he giving us? Yes, because in 2 days it's going to be the anniversary, I suppose, of Animal Crossing New Horizons being released. And a few days after that it's going to be the anniversary of me doing videos, I suppose. Ooh, that's so cute. Aww. I don't know where to put this though. You know, I'm just going to put this here for now, even though it doesn't really make much sense. It's sort of a tribute, I suppose, to Animal Crossing. Is that the right way around? That was the right way around, wasn't it? Yep, that's now backwards. There was a ladder on the back. Yeah, and then like a week or 5 days, I think, or so afterwards, it will be a year since I started. We do not have, what's his name? Crazy Red as our visitor for today. Is it a central visitor? It's not. So it might be Gulliver, of course, not Flick, CJ possibly? Didn't we have CJ last week? And I don't think we had Gulliver last week, but I'm not too certain on that, so don't quote me on it. Yeah, so yeah, a whole year gone by. Crazy, huh? I mean, we shouldn't talk about it yet because it's not actually been a year. You can now redeem Nook Miles to expand the features of your custom designer pro editor app. Please select one following services. I remember this. You can now get up to 100 design slots, I believe. And custom designs portal to access custom designs wherever. We're going to get these despite the fact that we don't really use the custom designs anyways. Just might as well, because we have a lot of Nook Mile points, and you know, sacrificing one Nook Mile ticket is not really that big a deal. Sorry, my Joy-Cons vibrated. That actually spooked me. But I suppose that's meant to emulate the phone vibrating. Now I can make even more items with pro custom designs. I can't wait to start creating lots of new designs. I believe you can also make flag designs with this sort of thing. So if you want to get your pride flags out or your country flags, anything like that, perfect time to do so. I won't because I can't be bothered, but theoretically you could. An active Nintendo Switch Online membership is required to use the custom designs portal. Yes, I do have a Nintendo Switch Online membership. I have a family plan that I'm sharing with a load of other friends, because we're like family, aren't we? And plus it's a lot cheaper. Oh, they're clapping for us. Adorable. I suppose we can try and see what it says. Pro Designs, thank you for upgrading your custom designs app again. You can now create pro designs for face cutout standees. Oh, interesting. Handheld flags, umbrellas, and Uchiwa fans. Plus, you now have 50 additional slots for regular custom designs and pro designs. We hope you can enjoy creating fun new pro item designs with this expanded functionality. Your custom designs app can now access a custom designs portal for designs of a world at your fingertips. Oh, anytime, day or night. You must have an active Nintendo Switch Online membership, so let's see. We can wear this as a flag? No, we had to make it as a flag. I see. Oh, pro designs have to be a flag. Oh yeah, this is something I got from Rach. Oh, Joy-Con Drift. Can you wear this as a flag? No, you can only wear it as a dress. Fair enough. I want to see what that online designs portal looks like. Access the portal, why not? It's a new feature, we should see. What else we got? I don't think the Sanrio characters have been added yet, right? That's a future event which is happening rather than right now, but I guess this is where we can see all sorts of designs online, maybe? New custom design search options. You can now search for a custom design from your favorite creators or by using criteria search. Use this option to search for designs by name or type. Use this option to search for designs by creators who you've added to your list of favorites. You can add a creator to your list of favorites while you're viewing one of the designs. Okay, cool. Search by creator ID, design ID, criteria search. Custom design name. Why don't we put deer in and see what deer designs we got? Type. Yeah, it could be anything. Why not? Maybe we could do face paint for like a face paint design for a deer. That'd be cute. Aww. Look at all these cute deers. Be a deer, wear a mask. I should be a bit careful because hopefully there's nothing inappropriate in these future designs, but not these future designs, but of these uploaded designs. I don't know if these are vetted or not, but hopefully they are. Look at all these cute deers. Whoa, this is an abstract deer here. In fact, they're all just called. Oh, that's so pretty. Pretty. Oh, look at all these deers. Oh, this one's adorable. It looks like the humming mint one. Hold on. Let's see if we can search for a deer. Confirm. Face paint. So we don't have to use the cat face paint anymore. Not quite what I was looking for, but I guess it has to be called deer exactly. Can we just search for face paint? Let's see if we've got any interesting ones. What's this? Nijido, I think? Rainbow something? Rainbow unicorn, I guess? Hunter x Hunter. Oh wow, he's loaded. Oh, interesting. Chi. Design Takami. What? Katagami. we can just browse all of these, see if we got anything interesting. Anything animalistic. Choi. I don't know what that means. Oh look, pride flags. Nice. Halloween. Aza. I can't remember what Aza means. My Japanese is not very good. Blood. Alright. Eyebrows. Are these eyebrows? Sanji. I don't know what that is. Oh my word, there's so many. Oh, I'm sure you could spend tons and tons of time just browsing through all these potential face paints, but that's pretty cool, actually. Post one of your designs. Should we post a Dear Darling flag? Why not? Please read before posting designs. The custom designs you post can be viewed by other players around the world. Please do not post designs that contain illegal content or make other players feel uncomfortable. Posted designs can be deleted from the server if they're deemed to be inappropriate in violation of Nintendo Code of Conduct. I understand. I think Nintendo's generally pretty good at stopping that sort of thing, because they sort of crack down very hard. Oh, this is my creator ID. Sure. I mean, I'm not really one to make many designs in Animal Crossing, so don't need to worry about that. I'll just post my flag. No, I won't, because it was not something I created. In this, it's something I created on Photoshop, used a converter, and then scanned it in. So I guess I can't post it. Oh well, that's a shame. Maybe I'll recreate it pixel for pixel someday. So with a Fawnhollow flag. But as for now, I suppose we'll go about our business. And yeah, I know. I still got rolling in my head. I looked into it. I don't usually look into like the story behind, the background behind these sort of things, like for K-pop or music or other stuff like that. I sort of just enjoy the medium, I suppose, in a vacuum, in my own little world, you know, choosing what to partake in and what not to. But apparently, I guess I'm talking about this now. It's Brave Girls is a K-pop group, and as you know, there's numerous K-pop groups, but they were a relatively not well-known K-pop group for quite a while or something. They formed ages and ages ago or something, and then in 2017 they released a song called Rolling. No, maybe just called Rolling, I can't remember. Which goes like, Rolling. And it's been stuck in my head for ages. And then, as I understand it, they were a group who often performed this song to an army base, in Korean army bases, because I believe Korea has mandatory army service, I think, once you reach 21 years of age, something like that. And you can only be exempt for very extraneous reasons. Don't quote me on that might not be quite how it works. So, yeah, well, of course you shouldn't probably be using anything of what I say as fact. It's not like I've got the best sources of information or anything like that. But, yeah, they performed at Korean army bases, and then it was a very, despite not being wildly popular with the general populous. It became popular with the army circle or something like that. And then it's just from then recently, like a mashup video or something with like all their performances of it combined with a load of comments from like ex-army people or whatever posting, being like, oh, I remember when I learned this song when I was in the barracks or whatever. Got really popular somewhat recently, I guess, and then suddenly launched the song back into popularity, back into the limelight, and then suddenly it hit like #1 in the Korean music charts and got a thing called a perfect all kill, as I understand, which is it's like a term. I think it's for when you top the shovel. It's not when you top the shovel, that doesn't make sense. It's when you top all the Korean music charts or something for an extended period of time. I can't really remember how it works. I'm not an expert, sorry, don't sue me. Where should we put this honeybee down? I guess here? If only we can move this backwards slightly. We can pop it down here, pop it by the water. I guess we move this and pop the honeybee here. Oh, it's so huge. And then yeah, it just got extraordinarily popular again, and then they started like re-touring with that song again or something, and it won awards, I think, and got real popular again. And you know, it sort of saved that group from a brink of disbanding, because, you know, as I understand it, there's a lot of K-pop groups out there, and some of them just don't make it. Some of them just, you know, they can't find the fan base, the traction that they need, and it's expensive to run, so they just end up breaking up, and it's quite sad. But ooh, interesting design. It's like a spring stall, like in a festival or something. What's it up to, Flip? A tree standee. I think we know this one. So yeah, apparently it's quite common. Oh, apparently we don't know this one. Apparently it's reasonably common, sorry, for like a load of groups just to, you know, not all of them can reach that popularity of a limelight, so a lot of them just get, you know, unfortunately they just end. That's it. You know, apparently Brave Girls was one of those groups. Let's chat. We can't give you anything yet. Did we talk to you yesterday? Maybe not. And then, sorry, what was I saying? They're about to disband, and then suddenly they became suddenly national hits out of nowhere. Well, not quite out of nowhere, but just randomly, I suppose. Well, not randomly, because that feels like that makes it sound like it's unjustified. No, it's perfectly justified. It was just unexpected, I suppose is the word. And then, yeah, they've been touring again. They've been super successful, I think, and it's everywhere. So much so that even I have run into it, and it's stuck in my head. Saying that, I can't remember how the part before the like the pre-chorus, I suppose, goes. And it goes dun 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 dun, bye bye bye, something like that. Dun 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 dun. And it goes rolling, 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 rolling. Rolling, 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 da 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 dun da da dun. And you know me, anytime I get a catchy song stuck in my head, it's gonna be stuck in there for probably the next 4 weeks, I'll say. I feel like I've been late to the bus of a ship. Sorry, on this sort of situation, but I think it's kind of heartwarming, you know, the whole situation. The sort of so I was just checking that we can't. I was gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I missed some people's posters. Either that. Do I not have Harry's? Ooh, I never got a picture of Harry before. Poster of Harry before he left. Ah, well, it doesn't matter. We got his photo. What was I saying? What was I doing? Oh, I came here to get a shovel. That's right. I think it's sort of a heartwarming story, isn't it? Be like, oh man. Imagine how stressful it is to be in that sort of situation. As performing band being like, our future's uncertain, we really got to do well, but we just can't find that sort of success that a lot of the other bigger, more popular groups seem to get. There's no like secret to it. Really, it's just sort of sometimes you just got to get lucky, and then suddenly out of nowhere, just when they're being like, we can't do this anymore, it's financially unstable, and the company was about to die, and go, boom, success out of nowhere. It's that sort of heartwarming, feel-good story you'd expect to see in like a Disney movie or something, isn't it? Oh, we didn't have many flowers and growing, apparently. Do we need to customize this watering can? We might need to customize this watering can. That's what I usually do, is I usually do customize the shovel and watering can before I do this stuff, but I just forgot this time, so whoops. What flower do we have? We have orange tulips. Can we put it here? Yes. Could we put a yellow tulip over here? The answer is, you guessed it, yes. We had blue hyacinth to put down, but we need to customize this. Hello, Jakey. I guess we'll talk to you while we're here. Hello, hello, hello. Big old adorable round head. Alright. I'm not really sure what to make of that, but sure. Yeah, that feel-good story. The comeback underdog story, I suppose. That always seems so prevalent in I think like Disney movies, any sort of kids or teen movie, you know. It's always just like a, oh, this person, everyone thinks they're sorry, Disney, like Disney high school setting. This person, everyone thinks they're a loser. No one pays attention to them. They're quiet. They don't like to speak. They're not a jock or a cheerleader, as the tropes tend to go. And then suddenly they do something, and now they're popular. But oh no, one of the popular people. They're all like, ooh, we don't like the fact you're popular, and you're becoming more popular now, and we're going to have to stop you. For whatever reasons. And we just need a blue windflower there, so we don't need blue hyacinths anymore. What will our plucky hero do? And then, oh no, they're going to run into some troubles, and there's a love interest or something. And then suddenly, big finale where they manage to do the best performance or whatever of their life, and even the villain, the popular person who was trying to get them, like, I don't know, expelled or something, or embarrassed, is jamming along in the end. It's always a scene where they're doing, like, say it was like a big performance or something. They're doing the performance, and then you can see just like the bully or whatever, whoever's the villain, quote quote, in the story, just looking like annoyed outside, and then the hero, you know, because it's all about promoting forgiveness and that sort of thing, walks up to them and like holds their hand out and be like, hey, why don't you join me on this? Well, it's either that, and then, you know, and then the villain goes like, fine, and they join in as well, and everyone's friends and everyone's happy, that sort of thing. So it's either the villain gets redeemed or, you know, they get humiliated. The only two ways a villain story can go. But yeah, sorry, it was a bit of a weird tangent compared to Rolling, or whatever it's called. Which is amusing, because there's another song I always sing called Rolling, but it doesn't go like that. It goes like, rolling. Which is weird that rolling is such a popular term in Korean pop songs. Didn't really occur to me until just now, but I don't know, maybe it's a common imagery. Anyway, the whole point I was trying to make is it's a really nice sort of like feel good story, being like, oh man, can you imagine how stressful it is being like, it's not going to work out, and suddenly out of nowhere, just like the completely unprecedented miracle happens, and your entire career and future and livelihood is saved just by, you know, not quite complete chance, because their popularity I suppose stemmed from the fact that they performed in army bases, and because they did that, they gained fame through people in the army or that sort of thing. So it's not like they did nothing for it. It's just like they managed to somehow get it to work out of nowhere, almost. It just feels good, I think. It's just I suppose me just being like, good on you girls, saving yourself. Your hard work's paid off. That's basically what it is. Sort of like them dedicating themselves to years and years of hard work and toil, and never feeling like they're quite getting results they feel like they should get, and then suddenly boom, they do. Heartwarming indeed, isn't it? Like, because I was going down this rabbit hole, you know this sort of thing, you know, when you start reading about one subject, and instead of doing other things which are much more productive, you just end up reading more about the subject which you have basically no knowledge of before. But you keep going because you're like, oh, this is intriguing. Apparently this happened to another group called, which I actually knew about before, a group called EXID? XID? I don't know how you say it. Well, they had a similar sort of situation where they were basically considering breaking up because they weren't making enough money or something. They were near like bankruptcy, I can't remember. And then what happens is a fan cam, which is as I understand it, it's basically one of their fans going to their concerts and recording their performance, which was uploaded to the internet. Something just blew up in popularity randomly from one of the members. It's rather, how should I put this? Mature fan cam? Not mature as in like 18 plus or anything. It's just like, obviously it's much more of a sexy side, I suppose, compared to the more innocent sort of things. Which is, you know, fair enough. Let them express themselves how they want, as long as they're comfortable with it. Ooh, golden nugget. This is basically the only reason we even farm these rocks anymore, is to get golden nuggets. Yeah, and then, yeah, it blew up in popularity. What was I going to say after that? It saved them, basically, and then they went on to re-promote without a song again. It's like a very similar situation, except for the timeline was not quite as long. I believe for Brave Girls it was 4 years, and EXID might have been 2 years or so, but even still. And then now they're a super popular group, and actually I think I'm not sure if they're still like a thing anymore. They might be, I can't really remember. I believe they were super popular for a while. It's just like, you know, that glimmer of hope, I suppose is the best way to put it, that little glimmer of hope, saving all your hope in a very last minute sort of way. We haven't seen who our visitor is, right? It's not CJ, because we would have seen CJ by now, so it must be Gulliver, probably passed out on the beach somewhere. It's not Red, it can't be Flick. It's not Sahara, because I believe we had Sahara on Monday? If I recall, I don't know, the days sort of blur together, it's a bit hard to remember. But you know, to quote Parks and Rec, everyone likes a good comeback story, and then you can fit in the rest for yourself, because it's a bit NSFW, shall we say? The joke. That's why it's on the blooper reel and not actually something in the TV show. And it's why I don't need to concern myself with it, because I am not beholden to the TV regulations. Especially ones found in America, I suppose. I don't know. What other good comeback stories are there? Like underdog stories. Reminds me, wasn't there like an old TV game show called Underdog? Oh no, it wasn't called Underdog, it was called Dog Eat Dog. That was completely different. It is CJ, never mind. It was a rare situation where we didn't run into him until just this point. Okay, so I guess we'll have a quick glance and see what fish we got possibly to give to him. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to basically put myself in that sort of situation where I'm like, oh, I dedicated myself to this craft, this unstable career for whatever many years, and then suddenly I'm just like, oh, I don't know if it's going to pay out, and suddenly out of nowhere, you know, I guess I'd put it in YouTube videos, be like, oh, I can't sustain these YouTube videos anymore. I'm not making money from it. Well, I'm not making money from these in the first place, so it's not really a comparable situation, I suppose. I suppose it would be like, this is my last chance to make this into a career, which, by the way, is also not what I'm doing, not what I'd recommend you do. And then suddenly out of nowhere, like, one of my random videos just gets insanely popular. Oh, we have like 4 zebra turkey fish for some reason. And so many sea bass, which will just sell. And you might say, hey, why don't you sell it to CJ to do to get more of the things, you know what I'm saying? What am I saying? To get more bells. I just don't want to do his sea sports challenge. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to give him a zebra turkey fish. We're going to sell the rest. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. I don't know why we have so many sea bass. It must have been I caught them and I forgot I caught them already or something. Yeah. And I guess it'd be like, oh, looks like I'm going to have to give up on my dream of becoming a YouTuber, which is, mind you, not a dream. It's just sort of something I'm doing for fun. Oh no. Ah, whatever. I'm not going to do it anyway unless we've got time. I mean, I guess we could do it. Likes and subscribers. Can we make a collectible? I guess we could catch 3 small fries, why not? I don't see why we couldn't, since we're here. And we already said we would, despite the fact we're not going to anyway. I never actually looked at CJ's shorts. Are they autumn themed right now? Or are they fish? Not that I'm really planning on looking at his butt or anything, but still. Does that count as a small fry? We've got nothing else to do. We only got 5 minutes. There's not really enough time to do anything else. So why don't we do the sea sports challenge? And then maybe we'll get some more small river fish or whatever, which we can potentially make into more collectibles in the future, because we tend to just catch big sea fish rather than small river fish. Do we have a pond on our island? We do have a pond, okay. I had to think about that for a second. I was like, I'm not sure if I ever made a pond again. Not that we particularly need to make a pond again, because we already caught all the fish, but, you know, not having a pond is a bit strange, isn't it? If it's a staple. Should we talk to you, Rowan? I don't think we talked to you today. You like those threads? Yeah, then suddenly, I know, like, one of my Animal Crossing videos just suddenly gets, like, 1 million views out of nowhere. And, like, skin, like, 10... Not 10,000. 10,000 is probably not enough to sustain it. YouTubers create... You gotta have, like, 100,000 or something, don't you, nowadays? Depending what you're doing, of course. I'm not an expert by any means, but that's my assumption. And I'm like, whoa, it's time to come back. And then it's like, wow, the people are calling your name. But it's starting to sound like a weird dream. Like a dream I might have had when I was like 14 or something. They're calling your name, dear. They want your videos. They love them. They love a random person talking over about nonsense for half an hour over Animal Crossing. And I'm like, I can do that. That's the only thing I make. I say it in such a disparaging way. I obviously don't think of it in that way. This is just me playing games because I want to play the games, not particularly because I'm doing it for video's sake. But I will say, obvious benefits is I'm really good at now talking for about half an hour straight on utter nonsense. Like, I recently went back to look at some of the earlier videos, like, wow, such long stretches of silence, and of me not saying anything, of me being, like, real awkward, being like, I don't know what to say, trying to be funny. Of course, the funniness hasn't really changed, it's sort of like still the base level of nothingness, but hopefully now it's sort of filled up with at least idle chatter. The sort of thing, be like, oh yes, you know, we're having a little tea party together, except for, you know, you don't feel like speaking, and I do, I guess. Didn't really think that far. We can sell this. Do we have crucian cups? We might not have crucian cups, so I guess we'll keep them. And we'll sell the other two things. And then, I don't know what to do. We should probably harvest bamboo, because it's spring season and we'll definitely need young spring bamboo if we want to decorate with more bamboo things. I mean, it makes me think how decorated just the top left side of my island is, kind of the top right. The bottom right is sort of getting there, the bottom left is basically kind of barren, and then the bottom entirely is gone, essentially, but... not gone, just like empty, devoid, I suppose is how I'd put it off. Oh, we don't need a loach. That's a loach, right? Right there. I suppose we should also check if we got a crucian carp. We definitely have a crucian carp, I can see it. Okay, well, these things I guess we'll just sell to CJ next time we pass them. Or at Nooks, depending if I can be bothered. Can't really be bothered to, you know, make up... What is it like? 400 bells extra. Ooh, wow, fancy. No, what I'm saying is, yeah, they're sort of like feel-good, compact stories, always nice. They happen obviously a lot in real life. I'm trying to think of one. I'm not very good at thinking up examples, just like recalling them. It's just like, it's like whenever people ask me like, oh, what are your favourite movies? I'm like, oh, or what movies have you seen? I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea what movies I've seen. Just ask me about a movie, I'll tell you if I've seen it or not. Like, what's your favourite movie? I don't know. It's probably like a Disney movie. That sounds like something I'd say. But that point is, I'm answering as if I wasn't me, rather than actually thinking about it. I can't be able to think about all the movies I've ever watched and put them together. See, with video games I've done it's because I've actually thought about it. I've sat down. Not sat down. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I was having a shower or something and I was thinking, I was like, what are my favourite video games? And then I came up with a list. Which goes Undertale, or second, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I'm gonna go Something Night in the Woods, Bad Rosie. What's third? Oh, just the Animal Crossing series in general. So far it's probably New Leaf. I do actually like more than New Horizons currently, just because there's more stuff to do. But I can imagine in like a year or two, New Horizons will be my favourite. Just as more stuff gets added. Because right now it is a bit bare bones. Not that the previous Animal Crossings weren't, it's just... In the previous Animal Crossing I spent most of my time talking to my villagers. But now they just say the same things over and over again. I'm like, I don't want to talk to a robot. It sort of breaks the illusion, doesn't it? But yeah, anyway. Gunpark stories, underdog stories, feel-good moments. I don't know what I'm going to name this video, to be honest. That's future me's problem. But for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscriptions, shares, all greatly appreciated. Links down below. I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.